Welcome. Happy Monday. You know what? It's a beautiful day as always, and I am super excited to be here with you. Welcome. This is the Gems of Life show. My name is Fadhwa, and we are right here in studio, Love Bay Afrobeat Music Talk Radio. How you doing? I hope you had a fantastic weekend. As always, I say Monday is the best day of the week. You know why? I get to be here with you. I get to come in and just connect with you and just have a conversation with you. So I just want to say to our global Love Bay Afrobeat Music Talk Radio family, hello and happy Monday, and thank you for tuning in as always. Thank you for lending us your ears and your time, precious time. So I just want to, shout out to all our listeners globally. I don't have them up here in studio with me. Unfortunately, Miss Janto is not able to join us today. She had a prior commitment that she's attending to, and I'm here. And we'll be doing a very short call today. So I'll be here for about 30 minutes. And then, as you know, it's the month of Ramadan. We are fasting. I am fasting, and I'll have to sign out at 7:30 so I can go and prepare myself and get ready to have my meal for the day. So, as I promised last time, we did receive a call, not even a call, a message, and it was a long message, and I didn't get a chance to respond due to time. And I'd like to take the opportunity today to just make some time to answer the question and actually go a little bit deeper. Okay, just go a little bit deeper. I'm going to give you a phone number if you feel like there's something that you want to, that resonated with you in regards to the topic that we'll be talking about today, or you'd like to get some clarification. You can text us on this number, and I'm going to give you the number. It's a WhatsApp number. It's a free number, and I'll have somebody in studio, chiming in and be able to read us the question. Okay. So the phone number is 437 778 3299. 437 778 3299. So you can give us a call if you have any questions. If I don't get a chance to answer your questions by 7:30, I promise you, send in those questions, and I'll be more than happy to answer them on our next show. All right. And actually, yes, next show, Monday, I want to give you a heads up. It's Easter long weekend Monday, so we will be off. Just giving you a heads up. Okay. So whatever questions you send in, please send it in, and I'm more than happy to answer any questions, any comments, definitely on our following show. So our Love Bay listener had sent in a question. I will not be able to read the entire. It was more of a comment or a statement or maybe a share, and I read through it, and I know it's a very personal share. So I'll just touch on some of the stuff that was shared with us. Okay, I would have loved the opportunity to connect. You know who you are. You sent us that question. It wasn't even a question, it was just a share. I would love to connect with you. Please reach out, and I love to connect with you so we can actually just go further with this. Because I truly believe just me sharing here is just touching up upon on some of the important stuff that you had shared. But I also know there are so many people out there who would resonate with you. I resonated with you. Okay, I resonate with you. So I know last week we talked briefly, and we touched on the topic of love. It's everyone's topic, everyone's favorite topic. Love, right? Okay. So what the share was about, our listener had sent and said comments in regards to. So I picked on some of the comments that were shared. Love is Love can be warm to the heart, and love can actually burn down the house. Okay, so these are just one of the share statements that was shared. Um, the There was also some statements here that were shared in regards to Your partner, you are in a relationship, and your partner started slowing giving you space, and slowly by slowly you came to recognize that things were falling apart, and that left you feeling that this individual was no longer into you. This actually incident and the experience left you very sad. You're even bitter about the event. You did want to make things right, and we always do with that intention. You wanted to make things right. And what I picked on some of these statements here that I really feel and truly believe that are so crucial that I wrote them down. Okay. Some of the statements that you had shared was, he was my world. I was so in love. He was caring and loving. He was always there when I needed him. Those are just beautiful. And those are the qualities and the things that we all strive for. And we want that in our relationship, right? We look at our partners, our spouses, as, caring and loving and always there for us when we need them. And there were also some words that were written in that share that this individual was no longer into me. Not only was he no longer into me, but I was sad and I was bitter. I was sad and bitter, and I wanted this to change so that for him, he could love me again. So I picked up a couple of things here that I truly believe that are key. And I want to briefly share something here with you because I truly believe this is so powerful. And I know most of us can relate being in a relationship, and all of a sudden something happens, an event happens, something happens, and you're left with a lot of emotions. Your heart is broken, right? What once felt this beautiful world that you share this life with this individual, with a partner, and now this life just crumbles down. Your world crumbles down, right? And even in that moment, you still, even in that midst of being sad, even in the midst of being upset and, being hurt, you want to make things right. You want things to change, and you want this life to change. Why? Because we still have that belief that things can work out, things can get better. We don't usually just give up on love, right? It's a beautiful experience. And then we have that moment where we actually want the other person, that longing for this person to love us again. Okay. So in my past experiences, and I have shared so many with you, one of the experiences, because I'm looking at, this share that was shared with us, my partner was my world. Okay. I want you to think about that. My partner was my world. That alone says a lot. My partner was my world. Love can break, like can burn down the house. I want you to think about that. Love can break a house down. My partner is my world. Okay. I had the same belief. I had the same belief. And here I was in a relationship, okay, in that moment, not knowing what I know today. But at that time, I based my decisions and my choices based on the information I had, based on the capacity that I was functioning even and showing up in that relationship. And I held on to it because my marriage was my world. My partner was my world. And I wanted to do everything I could within my power to hold on to it. Okay. And in the process, what happened was, with that hope that this person will change for me, this person will love me, this person will be the person that I once knew. We will go back to the relationship that I once knew. Okay. And events unfolded for days. Events unfolded for days. So much so that for 3 days, I put every feeling and every emotion that I had on the side. Why? Because I want this world not to crumble. I didn't want this house to burn down. So I put everything aside and I said, I'm going to do what I can to make this work. And I did that. And I continued on for 3 days. Everything a human being could put through somebody, I went through it for those 3 days. But I still went through it. And I was like, I'm going to go for it. There was a lot of silent treatment. There was a lot of dismissiveness. There was a lot of minimization. And all that on top of me minimizing my own emotions and what I was experiencing. And day 3, when I realized my partner has already gone, took on the flight to fly back, and I'm sitting there recognizing, oh, what just happened? Confusion. Because now you're holding on to this world, and you're holding it with your mighty strength and courage. And you are holding it to a point where you don't want to let it go, because when you let it go, everything is going to come down crashing. So I held on to it. And with the hope that I'm going to get that call. Things are going to be better. My partner, he can't get on the flight without calling and saying goodbye, or even saying a word. I was still holding on to the hope. And it was 11 o'clock at night that night. The phone was silent. The house was silent. No call. Holding on to that hope. I was still hopeful. Then I recognized my body, something was activated in my body. And in that moment, I thought I was actually having a miscarriage. So much so that I had gone to the hospital, to the emergency. When I went to the emergency, they put me there for a couple of hours, taking all the blood work and all the tests and everything. And when they came back, I remember the doctor looking at me and said, I have good news. And I'm thinking, okay, good news is you didn't have a miscarriage. But bad news, something happened. And the bad news is your body gave away to something very traumatic. Have you experienced something very traumatic in the past couple of days? Very recent. And I said, yes. It was until that moment, it hit me. Oh my God. I was so focused on holding on to this world. I was so focused on holding on to this world. I didn't want this world to crumble, to burn down, that I didn't even realize that I was the one who was burning down. I want to go back to that question. The statement that was sent, that was shared. He was my whole world. Love can burn down a house. Love can never burn down a house. Love is incapable of doing such damage. Love is beautiful. Love is beautiful. Love brings joy and happiness and peace into our lives. Love is the air that we breathe through it. Love never hurts. Love is not painful. Love has no capacity at all to burn a house down. What it does is it brings warmth to the house. It warms our hearts. It never burns us down. So let's be clear with that. Okay? Love never harms. Love never hurts. Love is love. It's pure. It's pure. It's pure in its purest form. Now let's go back to he was my world. When we look at our partners from that place, that this person is my world, this relationship is my life, this relationship is my world, we want to be curious what that really means. What that really means. I mean, ask yourself, what happens if something happens? God forbid something happens to this your partner or this individual that you hold them to such extent that they're your world. What would happen? Does it mean you no longer exist? And this is one of the things that I've seen over and over in relationships, myself included. That was the biggest lesson that I've ever learned, ever in my life. I minimized everything. I put everything that I was feeling within myself because I was so focused. Because I thought that's what love is. I thought love is putting your feelings and your emotions on the side and focus on this world, that this person is your world, this world that you want to protect. And I didn't realize that was just an external. It wasn't me. I wasn't part of that world. We can coexist, but we live separately. I have my own world, and I didn't pay attention to. There's a world that I live in that I'm responsible for, solely responsible for, that I had not completely taken ownership of. My existence, I denied my own existence, my own needs, my own wants. Love, you know what love does? Love showers you. It brings you back to your own existence. It showers you with gratitude and blessings and all that of who you are, your essence. It connects you to your essence. That's what love does. Love doesn't separate you from you. So when we are separated from ourselves, and I can attest to that, that's what happens. This world that we see, or the partner that we are with, and we look at this relationship and we say, I'm gonna put everything on this, everything that I got on this, so much so that we have forgotten our own very existence. That's what's gonna burn down the house. Because you're not in it. That house that burns down, we are not even in it. When we are in that house, and we are coexisting, then we are building something together. But we cannot build something when we're not in it in the first place. So when we talk about the sadness and the bitterness, I want to invite you back again to be curious, because I know that's one of the shares, some of the emotions. The sadness and the bitterness is ours. So we cannot be here and say, I'm sad and I am bitter, and not working with it and actually not even addressing our sadness. If we don't take care of our sadness, who is going to take care of it for us? If we don't take care of our emotions, because that's ours. My sadness is mine, not my partner's. My partner's sadness is his, not mine. But what happens is we are so busy putting fires, and we forget to come back to our own first. We've overextended ourselves so much so that we are so disconnected from our very existence. To experience love, we have to be one with our existence. To truly experience love, we have to be one with our inner existence. So I want to invite you. I mean, I'm not saying that when you're in a relationship, I'm not saying, you're one. When you're in a relationship, you're one. But you're also separate from each other. You're separate. Before you formed a relationship, you were an individual. You're an individual. When you come into a relationship, You're bringing you're combining your individuality, but you still have your own uniqueness. It doesn't mean that you don't, your existence no longer matters anymore. It does not mean that your existence does not matter anymore. And this is what happens, I see over and over again with my clients. They put themselves separate from the relationship. And there's so much, they solely focus on their partner, that they forget themselves. But how are you going to grow in this relationship if you're not focusing on you as well? And bringing who was you when you walk, before you walked into that relationship? Who are you? That's who you want to bring. That's who you want to focus, because we enrich each other when we are fully enriched. Now that's a double whammy loving there, right? And we come back to that, I want to go back to that comment. I want him to love me again. That's a powerful statement. And guess what? I can relate to that, because everything I did was for that. I want my partner to love me. I want my partner to see me. I want my partner to hear me. But if I don't see me, if I don't love me, how would I recognize my partner's love towards me? Why am I waiting for my partner to love me? That's the one thing I recognize now. I don't need to wait for my partner to love me. My partner can love me all he wants, but I don't need to wait for him to love me for me to be happy. I can love me. I love me. And if my partner doesn't love me, then that's a conversation that I'm going to have. And we're going to sit down and, be curious about what's going on. But I'm not going to sit and wait for somebody to love me. See, we set out these expectations, right? And we have these expectations towards our partners. And we have these expectations that we want them to love us the way we want them to love us. We want them to love us the way we want them to love us. And we want to love them the way we want to be loved. We want to love them the way we want to be loved. But each one of us wants love, yes, but we want to be loved the way we want to be loved. I want my partner to love me the way he would love himself. Not the way, because I'm loving enough. I can love me. And I'm going to love my partner the way I would love myself. I would love my partner the way I would love myself, because I know I have this love in me, and love is limitless. So I come in and I show up, I love me, and I love him the way I love me. And that's how we work on the voids. Each one of us has a void. Each one of us has a void. So when I work on my voids, that I know my partner's voids will be filled. But if I am too busy loving him the way he wants to be loved, I will never be able to love him the way he wants to be loved, because I don't understand that void. But I can love him from this space here, and I can shower him from this space here, and he can receive it. See, what happens is we walk into relationships and we have these unmet needs, and we walk into our partners and we expect them to fill those needs. We expect them to fill those needs. And I shared about this, it's like going into an ocean, vast, and that's what love is. It's vast, it's abundance, it's magnified, it's open, right? It's endless. So imagine somebody coming, and it's like that ocean, and you go in with a bucket, and you pull in water, and you're going in and you want to fill the water, and the bucket is full of holes. How much can you fill in that bucket? It will always run empty. It will always run empty. Yeah. So no matter you're there, the love is there, but they're coming for you. They're coming for you. They're coming. They're dipping in the water, the bucket, but it's empty. It's empty. But the ocean is always there, ever open, abundant, magnified. So what happens is when we stop walking into relationships with an expectation that this person is going to love me the way I want to be loved, I think that's a very unfair expectation, because no one will be able, no one is capable of doing that. No one is capable of doing that. So I want to bring curiosity to you to really inquire into that. What's driving? Because let me tell you, everything that I've done so far, my own work, my own experience, my own journey, my breakthroughs, and the work that I've done with my clients through coaching, what I've come to recognize is there are certain, all of us have four common things that we all need. We all want to be, we all want love. We all want that. We want to be seen. We want to be heard. And we want to be validated. Four common things. End of the day, that's all we want. We want love. We want to be seen. We want to be heard. And we want to be validated. And when we are not validated, what happens? We look at the relationship and we see, yeah, this person doesn't see me. This person doesn't hear me. And it doesn't come in that language. It comes in different forms. It shows up in different forms. So I invite you to notice your language, notice your patterns in your life. Notice your language, notice the patterns, notice how when you are in this, in any kind of relationship, ask yourself, do I minimize my own experience? Do I invalidate my own experience? Do I invalidate my own emotions? Do I freely speak about my emotions? Do I freely speak about how I'm feeling? Do I have that space with my partner? Do I have that space with my spouse in this relationship? Because if my partner is the world to me, then my very existence should not depend on it. It shouldn't depend on it. They can be my world, yes, fantastic. But if this world crumbles, what does it say? How is it going to define my existence? And oftentimes, it's our very existence that crumbles, not the world. Because we are so busy holding on to it. We're so busy holding on to it, we completely forget who we are. We completely forget our very existence. We completely forget what matters to us. So what can we do then? I gotta keep track of time, you know? Oh, 7:30. Oh my goodness. So what can you do from now on? What I would invite you to do is that know that you're not alone. Know that this experience is not uniquely to you. It's a human experience. Okay? It's a human experience. And it's through learning, it's through awareness, it's being conscious of what we're experiencing. So I want to invite you to give yourself grace and not be too hard on yourself. Not be too hard on yourself. You are worthy. You truly are worthy of experiencing you. And I want to invite you to start learning about who you are, learning about your identity, learning about your beingness, being curious, and ask yourself this very question. I had my business card. Let me just grab it one moment. Can I have that, please? I'm going to call on my daughter to pass me the card. I'm going to read out to you something. Yes, thank you. I'm going to read something out to you because it's something that I'm carving out for my workshop, and I'm going to need my glasses. But I want to leave you with this. It's something that I wrote at the back of my business card. There's a possibility that you're not who you think you are. There is more to you than you have realized. There's a life you have not created yet. There's a life you have not created yet. There are experiences you have not experienced yet. And there's a life you have not lived yet. So what are you not creating today? So I want to leave you with that. What kind of life are you not living today? What kind of life are you not living today? What kind of life? Just start with that. What am I living? What am I not living? What is it that I'm not creating today? What is the life that I have not lived yet? What are the experiences that I have not experienced yet? What is the life that I have not lived yet? That's what I want to leave you with today. What is the relationship that I have not experienced yet? What is the love that I have not fully experienced yet? What is part of me that I have not known yet? What is part of me that I haven't discovered yet? What part of my possibilities have I not untapped to yet? I want to invite you to bring curiosity to that. What are the experiences that you have not created yet? What is the life that you have not lived yet? What is the relationship that you have not experienced yet? What is the love that you have not loved yet? Yes, come back to you. Come back to you. Have you truly embodied who you are? Truly embodied your beingness and your authenticness? Have you actually experienced you? Have you developed a relationship with you? And if none of that has not happened yet, I say it's okay. It's okay. Maybe bring curiosity to this very question then. What's in my way? What's in my way? What's in my way for me fully embracing me, fully living the life that I want to live? What's in my way of me fully loving me? What's in my way? Bring curiosity to that question, because I know each one of us is on a different journey. Each one of us is different, is experiencing different experiences. We all have something that we want. It may not be clear, but there's something in you. There's something in you, and there's something beautiful about you. There's something beautiful about you, and that is the voice that you want to follow through. That part that says, there's more to me, and I'm going to be curious about it, and I'm going to get to know it, and I'm going to discover it no matter what. No matter what. And I want you to say yes to you today. Yes. Yes to you. Yes to love. Yes to loving you. Yes to discovering you. Yes to you tapping into you and tapping into your untapped possibilities. That's what I want for you. That's my wish for you. And that's my prayer for you. So that is all for today. I know I've gone over a few minutes, but I just want to say you are worthy of this. You are worthy of this, and you're special. So let's connect. Send me your messages. I'm going to send you, and I'm going to give you the number again, 437-778-3299, 437-778-832 778-3299. Okay, I gotta go eat, okay? But I just want to say thank you all. I'm honored to be here with you, and I'm honored to be part of your journey. Please contact me. Find me on social media. Go to Google my name, Fadhwa, and you have there the Gems of Life show. Google my name. You'll find me on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on Instagram. Look for me, send me a message, and I'll be happy to connect with you. Until then, please go to my YouTube channel, subscribe, like, comment, and I will see you in 2 weeks' time because it's Easter long weekend next week. So be safe. Have a beautiful long weekend. Take care. All the best. Bye bye.